MCU film. I enjoyed this movie from beginning to end, and it didn't disappoint. Plus, I feel like this film is better than Homecoming. After Iron Man's heroic sacrifice in Avengers Endgame, the world is in a state of mourning as they remember the man that he was in saving the world. And this includes Spear, who is a little lost after losing his mentor that meant a lot to him. And he used that basically to take a vacation in Europe where the majority of this film takes place. But trouble arises when Mysterio have to battle the elementals. And basically, it's up to Nick Fury to recruit Spider-Man to save the day. I really do like this film. When I went to go see it, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't enjoy Homecoming that much. But I think this film is a little bit better than what the last Spider-Man movie was. Simply because the amazing chemistry between Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Holland. But everybody else does a great job in this movie. Everyone does their role. And for those of you questioning, Michelle is not MJ. Zendaya is not playing MJ in this universe. That's clearly not her. Just because Peter says MJ, that is not Mary Jane Watson. But in that, this film also brings back Happy Hogan, who was a close friend of Tony Stark. And as well as Peter's trying to enjoy his vacation in Europe, he has to battle elementals. This film right here is a good example of a Spider-Man film done right, even though the majority of it doesn't take place in New York City. Check this film out because it's definitely worth your time. I really enjoyed Jake Gyllenhaal's version of Mysterio. He really brought the charisma to this role here, as well as it seemed like he really enjoyed playing this version of Mysterio. As well, everyone was pretty funny in this movie. You had some good spots. I generally have any complaints about this film. Maybe one of the complaints I have is I still don't like the iteration of Flash Thompson in this movie here, in the MCU. To me, he was always supposed to be a bully, but I already gave my full thoughts on that on the last review of Spider-Man Homecoming. But nonetheless, this is a good film, and without giving the spoilers away to this movie, you'll be generally surprised, especially at the mid-credit scene. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this movie an 8. This is a generally good Spider-Man movie. I wouldn't put it above Spider-Man 2, but it's easily probably the top 5 best Spider-Man films that's ever been released. With the performances of everyone in this film, the witty dialogue, the comedy percent in parts of this movie, then you have a generally nicely done film. Now, I wish that we would have seen what happened to the Avengers post Endgame, but this was a Spider-Man movie, so it only makes sense to focus on Spider-Man. But during that, we don't know what's coming after this movie, but I think we all have a good idea what's the next film that's going to come out. But other than that, if you enjoy Spider-Man movies, then you will easily enjoy this one. And that's my review of Spider-Man Far From Home. Leave a comment section below. Let me know what you think about this film, if you've seen it already. Also, how do you rank this movie compared to Spider-Man films that we've ever gotten? I really enjoyed this film. I liked the action. I enjoyed the new Spider-Man suits that was in this movie. And I also enjoyed the chemistry between, like I said before, Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal. And I can't wait for what's next for this character. Now also we're going to get a third film, but we don't know when that's going to be. I guess in 2 years, but that remains to be seen. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying, peace out.